going up against the Buccaneers. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 6 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Shift together here from the D-line. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
3rd play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. First down, Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Here's the offense, and highlighted as a guy who gave himself his own nickname, the Dugginator.
Brandon, you really can't nickname yourself, but if he keeps running at this level, he'll have plenty of good nicknames to choose from.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Tackle made that time by Chris Baker. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Muhammad Wilkerson is one of the most versatile defensive linemen in the league. You can play him at any spot and expect big-time production.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
To throw, Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Jameis to throw it. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
Let's go. 550, 31, check 31. Check 4. Easy. Alert flare. Easy. Watch the ship. Hey. Check the backer.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
2nd down, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Winston now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the red zone now, Winston. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
On second down, Martin. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Winston. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Aguayo's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again,
second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Play clock winding down. And they'll go on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And his throw is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target, and it's fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Again, it's Martin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Winston with a give to Martin. And some space here. And a cut to the sideline. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 2nd down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go now.
A toss play. This is Martin. A strong running. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I call him still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Duggernaut.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They'll try to throw now. Winston out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Sims. And he's brought down just outside. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected. And I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Seven yards remaining here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's got time. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Ready? Easy. Flip. No. Ready? White 25. White. Ready? Easy. Learn 3. Easy. Ready? Blue 80. Mike 42. Flip. Switch.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston out to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Kill. Ready. Blue 82. Check.
They'll throw again. Winston bringing it in. Jackson left side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11.
Let's go now. White. Big end. Let's go now. Blue 80. Ike's 42. Sonic. Check out route.
On 3rd down, Winston. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Aguayo's kick is good. So we've hit. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bought. Up again at the line of scrimmage. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Breeze going to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way.
And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's the option going right. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense, guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
They'll run for it with Martin. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together, and they'll run it here. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he loses the football a second time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
He'll dump it down to Hillman. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Jameis again. Steps away. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first down throw for Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off on a great one. Darrelle Revis. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, Brandon, lo and behold, someone tried to throw the ball on Revis Island. Now we know why you don't attempt to do that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off on a great one, Darrelle Revis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now Jameis on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. And he'll get it up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Breeze to throw on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They turn to Kuhn on third and short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now Breeze got to have this one. And he's got Snead. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now Breeze looking for his running back, and he's got him. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Breeze now to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They come up in an offset eye. And his throw here is incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Percy Harvin now on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Second down, 9 yards to go. They run it again with Martin. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third down and 3. One man in the backfield. That's Martin. Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off. It's J.J. Wilcox. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Ready, blue ready.
They pitch it out to Martin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Watch tight end. Key to tight end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. You got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. And the tight end has it. It's Flainer. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be 1st down, Saints. Well, going into the final